those of you that were grilling, do you grill at home over gas or over charcoal?
Good question.
Gas for me.
Yes.
I have charcoal, so I got to practice on my aunt's grill multiple times.
Did you have to light it for you?
No, well, the first time she showed me how to do everything, and then from there on, I just did it all by myself because I had a feeling that I would need to be able to do it here.
Lighter fluid or chimney?
We used lighter fluid most of the time, but my dad showed me how to use a chimney just in case it was charcoal here.
Do you have a preference?
Lighter fluid? Oh, charcoal or gas, sorry. I like gas.
The braces to come up.
Yeah.
How many times did you tweak your recipe before you got it exactly like you wanted it?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, answer. Oh, well, I used the sauce, the marinade, because I knew I wanted to use it for the beef and then have it come back. So I did that a lot. It was sort of like a guess and check method almost, and I just would try different amounts. But I didn't really tweak any of the fresh ingredients that I used.
Now that you've received these vast number of dollars, where do you expect to bestow them? On a good friend, or for a mortgage, or vacation to Paris?
My college fund.
Yeah.
That's where mine's going.
Good answer.
It's true.
Would that be culinary school?
No, I would like to attend NYU, the Tisch School of Arts program. So that's where
Go to Northwestern first and then go there for grad school.
Okay.
I'd love to know what inspires you to cook.
Oh, I'll add to that. For this contest, it was really some of the produce of the area here. I was really inspired by looking up and doing a little research on what produce is really prevalent around here. And so the pistachios, for example, and the trepiso in my recipe, and the figs really, really inspired me to come up with my recipe.
I'll answer. I just love to cook. Ever since I was little, 10 years old, one of the very first things I bought was a cookbook. And just getting in the kitchen, it's therapy, it's fun, and you get to eat the finished product. And it's just very, very enjoyable. And I will say, one of the things I like cooking with beef is when you have a beef meal, you really feel satisfied. Yeah, it really is.
That was a really good answer.
No, I mean that in all honesty.
Yeah, but I had to say that. So, how many of you watch the Food Channel? Shocking.
This is a question for Erin and Morgan. I was just wondering where you get your inspiration for recipes. Is it from your family or TV, like kind of an extension from her question, or the internet?
Well, my family is definitely a big inspiration. On my mom's side, I have a huge family. We did Sunday barbecues when I was little. My grandma's barbecue chicken was one of my favorite things. I know. It really is true. But then on my dad's side, it's small, but we do so much. We do more of the fancy. We do chocolate souffles and
Beef. Say beef.
beef. I know. I was getting there. Don't worry. But we do steaks, and we do steaks a lot. Actually, it's one of my favorites. Beef. kids in. And seeing the kids in the kitchen really gives me more inspiration because I love watching adults, don't get me wrong. But seeing kids my own age cooking on television is amazing.
I would have to say probably my mom. She cooks a lot. And she's the one who prompted me to enter this contest. So.
That's great. I'd like to ask a question. When you shop for beef at home, are there specific, do you look for specific grades when you're testing a recipe? Was it, choice or prime or select, or are there specific stores that you really like?
I have no choice. It's just whatever is in the store. It's a small town, and so it's whatever is there. I like the bone-in ribeye, but in terms of choice,
My recipe has a skirt steak, and I've noticed there's so much difference between different grocery stores, what you're gonna get. And I live really close to a Mexican grocery store where it was cut a lot thinner. I went to Whole Foods where it was thicker, and it was just interesting to see how that one particular cut could be so different at different grocery stores.
This is pretty much for anybody, but how did you become interested in joining contests?
Oh, and I started at the county fair level and the state fair level with canning and preserving, and they had some smaller contests at the fairs, and after winning a bunch of those, I kind of wanted a little bit more competition, so moved on from there.
I started in a local newspaper, and then the next year the Hillsborough Bake Off, so I tried that, and I was contested. And then in 1992, the beef cook-off, and this many years later, I tried again for the beef cook-off, and here I am. So.
I come from 3 generations of cooking contest people. My mom has done the beef cook-off a few times, my grandma does cooking contests, so I think it's something in the water. We just
Question back here.
Full disclosure, I'm the food and wine editor of the Sonoma Index Tribune. Did any of you shop locally, and where and what did you find?
Locally here. Yeah, I don't know the name of the place, it's just within a block radius here. I believe Sonoma Market. And it was amazing, we were just talking about it earlier. You can find anything and everything, and the quality of the produce, the wines, the breads, everything. And I said to my husband, this is just totally amazing that you can just walk half a block and you have everything under the sun. And I live in New York City, so it was great. We actually had a tri-tip sandwich today, earlier in the day, and that was the first time we ever had anything like that. It was delicious. Yeah.
I mentioned too, my husband and I were in the area about a year ago, and I think one of our best experiences was going to the farmer's market just by the plaza area, and just, we wanted to take all the produce home. In fact, I was trying to think of a way I could bring the strawberries home. It was just truly enjoyable and fresh, and really tasted like it was actually grown and tasted like food.
My grandma lives around here, and every time we come to visit, going to the Rayleigh's or whatever grocery store is right by her house, it is phenomenal what you can get. And some of like the cheeses that come from Point Reyes are amazing. It's the best around here.
Over here.
Maybe everybody can answer this. How many recipes did you submit to this contest? And was this your favorite?